Gentlemen, let me ask you an honest question. Have you ever looked at yourself and wondered, am I enough? Maybe you've compared yourself to unrealistic images online. Maybe you've worried about measurements, wondered if you measure up, or felt anxiety that you're somehow falling short. If you've ever had those thoughts, you're not alone. Millions of men carry insecurities about their bodies, often in complete silence. They worry that a number determines their attractiveness, confidence, or ability to satisfy a partner. But what if most of what you've been told isn't actually true? What if the things that create genuine attraction and satisfying relationships have much less to do with measurements and much more to do with connection, confidence, and understanding? Today we're looking at what research and relationship science suggest about attraction, satisfaction, and what people consistently value in healthy, intimate relationships. Some of these findings may surprise you. Some may challenge beliefs you've carried for years. And some may give you a sense of relief. So stay with me until the end, because the final takeaway might completely change how you think about yourself. And before we begin, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week we share evidence-based videos on men's health, confidence, relationships, and personal growth. If you enjoy practical information that helps you become a healthier and more confident version of yourself, you're in the right place. Let's get started. The biggest myth: men grow up. Believing many men grow up hearing the same message over and over again. Bigger is always better. It's in movies. It's in jokes. It's on social media. It's in online discussions. Eventually, many men start believing that their value somehow depends on a physical measurement. But think about this for a moment. If a number truly determined relationship satisfaction, why do some people in long-term loving relationships report high levels of happiness, while others with every physical advantage imaginable still struggle with intimacy and connection? Because relationships are more complicated than a single physical characteristic. Human attraction isn't a mathematical equation. It's emotional, it's psychological, it's relational. And when researchers study relationship satisfaction, they repeatedly find that communication, trust, emotional closeness, and mutual understanding play enormous roles. That's important because many men spend years worrying about things that aren't the biggest predictors of relationship success. Why comparison creates unnecessary anxiety. One of the biggest problems today is comparison. We compare ourselves to edited photos. We compare ourselves to stories online. We compare ourselves to unrealistic portrayals created for entertainment. But comparison has a cost. It creates anxiety, and anxiety changes behavior. When people become anxious about themselves, they often become less present, less confident, and less able to enjoy the moment. They start overthinking. They worry about performance. They become self-conscious. And ironically, that anxiety often becomes a bigger obstacle than the thing they were worried about in the first place. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being comfortable enough with yourself that you can show up fully and authentically. People naturally connect with confidence because confidence communicates security, positivity, and presence, what people actually value in relationships. Let's shift the conversation. Instead of asking, "Am I enough?" ask this: what qualities make someone a great partner? Research on relationship satisfaction consistently highlights several themes. 1. Emotional connection. People want to feel appreciated. They want to feel heard. They want to feel understood. Emotional connection creates trust, safety, and closeness. These things deepen relationships in ways that physical characteristics alone never can. 2. Attention and care. One of the most attractive qualities in any relationship is genuine attentiveness. Listening, paying attention, remembering small details, being present. People feel valued when they know they matter. 3. Communication. Communication solves problems before they become larger problems. It helps people understand one another. It builds intimacy. It strengthens trust. Many relationship experts consider communication one of the strongest predictors of long-term relationship satisfaction. 4. Confidence. Confidence isn't arrogance. Confidence is self-acceptance. It's being comfortable in your own skin. It's understanding that your worth isn't determined by comparisons or external validation. People are often drawn to individuals who carry themselves with self-respect and positive energy. 5. Kindness and respect. Never underestimate kindness. Respect creates emotional safety, and emotional safety allows relationships to grow deeper. The confidence advantage. Here's something fascinating. Confident people don't necessarily have perfect lives. They don't have perfect bodies. They don't have perfect relationships. They simply accept themselves and focus on what they can improve. That's incredibly powerful, because confidence changes how you speak. It changes your posture. It changes your energy. It changes how you connect with others. And unlike genetics or circumstances you cannot control, confidence can be developed. It grows through self-respect, through learning, through taking care of your health, through keeping promises to yourself, through developing skills, and through letting go of unrealistic expectations. Focus on what you can control. There are many things in life we cannot control, but there are also many things we can. You can improve your communication skills. You can improve your health. You can improve your emotional intelligence. You can become a better listener. You can become more patient. You can become more confident. You can become more attentive. You can become more knowledgeable. And these improvements don't just help relationships. They improve your entire life. Every area benefits when you become healthier, calmer, and more secure in yourself. Stop measuring your worth. One of the most liberating things you can do is stop measuring your value by comparisons. Your value isn't determined by social media. It's not determined by other people's opinions. It's not determined by a single characteristic. Your value comes from who you are, how you treat people, how you show up, how you communicate, how you handle challenges, how you make others feel. That's what people remember. Years from now, nobody remembers a measurement. They remember kindness. They remember confidence. They remember emotional connection. They remember how safe and appreciated they felt around you. That's what creates meaningful relationships. 5 practical ways to build confidence. First, take care of your physical health. Exercise regularly, eat well, and sleep properly. Second, develop communication skills. Learn to listen and express yourself clearly. Third, stop comparing yourself to unrealistic standards. Fourth, invest in learning and personal growth. Fifth, practice self-acceptance. Progress matters more than perfection. Small improvements made consistently create enormous changes over time. Final message. Gentlemen, if you remember only one thing from today's video, let it be this. You are more than a number. You are more than a comparison. You are more than your insecurities. Relationships thrive on trust, communication, confidence, kindness, and emotional connection. Those qualities are available to everyone. They can be learned, they can be strengthened, and they often matter far more than people realize. So instead of spending your energy worrying about things you cannot control, invest that energy in becoming healthier, more confident, more emotionally aware, and more present. Become the kind of person who makes others feel appreciated, respected, and understood. Because ultimately, that's what people remember. That's what creates deeper relationships. And that's what builds genuine confidence. If this video gave you a new perspective, hit the like button and share it with someone who might need this message today. And now I want to hear from you. What was your biggest takeaway from this video? Was it confidence? Communication? Self-acceptance? Drop your answer in the comments below, because your experience might help someone else who is silently struggling with the same questions. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our weekly videos on men's health, confidence, relationships, and personal growth. Take care of yourself, keep growing, stay confident, and I'll see you in the next video.